the hell you doing? Brainiacs, Long Island Iced Tea here, ready to talk pro-graps and team sports with you. This is Brainbuster Radio, and this is a, I'm going to say Thanksgiving month tradition, since it's not actually Thanksgiving week or on Thanksgiving, but it's Survivor Series, and it is less than 24 hours away as of this live on tape edition of Brainbuster Radio. Tweet it, read it, tout it, shout it, be all about it. Brainiacs at the Brainbusters on Instagram, Twitter, Instagram Junior, and Facebook. Today, my teammates on the Survivor Series. Of course, a man called Wired, the Sultan of social media. Any good Survivor Series team needs to have a Sultan. Right, Wired?
Long Island, that is correct. It's what Survivor Series teams are made of. But man, yeah, go on to the next one because I'm already worn out with this month going on so far.
Oh, you're a really bad partner with terrible cardio. That's why we're going to tag you in last. And we're going to go to Dr. Calzones on the unos and the doses, who is our big rig, our Haas, the guy that will not be eliminated, the sole survivor guaranteed. The doctor is in.
To be honest, I didn't even know Survivor Series was on tomorrow.
Yes, Dr. Calzones is maintaining the gimmick that he hates pro wrestling, but that's only to seem really cool because wrestling's more popular than ever right now, Brainiacs, and the doctor doesn't, he doesn't subscribe to being a part of the mob. But, Doctor, I'm telling you, it's cool to be uncool these days, too, so you should be uncool and like wrestling.
Everybody thinks wrestling is cool nowadays. But you know me, I always got to do the opposite.
Yeah, so Doctor hates wrestling, but he'll be talking Survivor Series. Vinman's not here, interestingly enough. Moose the Mark is not here, not that interesting. We know why. He's complaining because NXT TakeOver War Games just ended, and he's pissed off as hell. He's complaining on the internet about it, so Moose the Mark, who knows if he shows up. But Vinman told me Triple J he will not be here because, he refuses to believe that Survivor Series is actually tomorrow, this Sunday, because he still thinks it's on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he's floating down the river because he's in denial right now. He just doesn't understand it.
He can't comprehend that Survivor Series is no longer on Thanksgiving, but Jumpin' Jacob J does understand this, Brainiacs, and he's here to keep our Survivor Series team in order. Take it, Triple J. What's causing all this?
A declaration was made that Super Survivor Series is happening this year, and by God, it is Survivor Series just a number of hours away. So much to talk to. This card is just it's still not.
Paul's a little overrated.
It's still not complete, and all these shocking developments this week. There is. To get into it here, but let's just start off right with the kickoff match.
Well, before we start, Triple J, real quick, is it? I know. First thing, I know you didn't watch NXT, so you might want to avoid going to the new WWE.com right now.
I am actually at the new WWE.com, but if you scroll down just a little bit, you don't see those thumbnails at the top. So I'm still in the clear right there.
Okay, good. All right.
I have to have it up. There was no way I was going to be able to rattle off all 10 of these teams off the top of my head. A lot of guy in this match. I will say that much. Quickly here, the Raw team, captained by the Glorious Gables. As far as I'm concerned, you got the MVPs of the Ascension in their corner. You got the B team, you got the Lucha Home Party, and you got the Revival, taking on the team captains of the Usos, the New Day, the Good Brothers, the Clones, and Sanity.
So wait, Triple J, I'm sorry, that was Chad Gable.
Let me catch my breath.
Wait, Triple J, that was Chad Gable and Bobby Roode, and I caught the Revival. Can you go through that one more time?
Well, you had the Glorious Gable, the Ascension, the B team, the Home Party, and the Revival.
The home part, man. Long Island, I mean, you said a couple weeks ago that the months between September and
the best.
November are the craziest, the best for WWE because you have no idea what's going to happen. I don't even know.
Best.
I already forgot what we're talking about.
Can we? Well, okay. This match, I'm picking the team. Which team could super kick the best? Let me look at the two teams. Oh my God, this is just the hard. This Usos team. Okay, I pick them. Now on to what matters. Super Survivor Series. Is it still Super Survivor Series, Dr. Calzones, considering the two main event matches were changed this week?
Well, I'm going to be biased, and I'm going to say it went from being a Super Survivor Series to probably a Trash Survivor Series for me.
Oh, really? Trash Survivor Series.
Trash Survivor Series. Again, this goat. Okay, I don't want to go on a rant, but this goat face looking guy sneaks his way into the Survivor Series.
Yeah, he did. He's in the big match against Brock Lesnar, Daniel Bryan. Well, Triple J, who do you got winning this big tag team pre-show 10-on-10's traditional Survivor Series match? Triple J. Triple J's actually. I just saw this I just looked over there. He walked out, and the toilet paper he had next to his desk in there is gone. So I think I know where he went. Triple J will be back in just a few matches here, Brainiacs. Let's take over. So we all predict this match.
This match literally beat the shit out of him. All right.
Well, that'll be the question of the day then, Doctor. Is it Super Survivor Series or Trash Survivor Series for each match? So this 10-man tag, Doctor, Super Survivor Series or Trash Survivor Series?
Well, I mean, if this is a main event.
I also don't understand why there's 11 on 11 on the poster. I'm just so confused.
SmackDown is so stacked.
It's really hard to count all the people on this. Is this a Royal Rumble match?
So this is a 10-on-10 tag team tradition. Holy shit. The picture's not even big enough to carry everybody.
There's going to be a lot of unlicensed managers at ringside during this match. That's what I think.
I think this would be a decent
Super Survivor Series or Trash Survivor Series?
I'm going to go with Super Survivor Series, and I'm picking the beholders of the SmackDown Penitentiary. Gotta admit, that was pretty.
All right, Doctor, can you get light a candle or something, because Triple J left the door open and now it's starting to smell in here. It's smelling like a Trash Survivor Series, even though it's a Super Survivor Series. Good, goddamn.
Virgin de Guadalupe candle.
Long Island, what do you think? Who do you got? I mean, this is.
I'm picking the Uso team because they could super kick, but this.
Fit in the ring?
Did everyone predict already?
Yeah, we predicted that you died after what you just did in there. I could smell it from here, Triple J. Jesus.
My prediction is just like myself in
destruction
the past 2 minutes. Team Raw is going to get the crap kicked out of them.
Like you did.
There's going to be a lot of leaks in Team Raw. Yeah, it's going to be a little runny. Triple J, we're asking the question all show long. Super Survivor Series or Trash Survivor Series for each match, because Dr. Calzones is calling this Trash Survivor Series. What do you call this match?
This match, it's probably going to be a bad cast.
A bad cast. So Trash Survivor Series then.
It doesn't look great for this match, but
it looks like a Royal Rumble.
It is.
It does look like a battle royal to determine the number one contender.
I still don't get how they're going to fit on the apron.
Well, it's tornado tag rules. That's what's happening.
Really? Are they still going to have the war? Are they still going to have the War Games rings?
So I know you guys. I know some of you didn't watch NXT this week, but NXT Takeover already. But they actually had this match after everything. It's already been there. It's already been taken care of.
Well, we're going to be talking NXT Takeover in a little bit. We don't want to spoil it for Triple J, but Triple J has a scheduled midnight diarrhea session, so he's gonna
have a hard break coming up here.
Triple J keeps things in such order he could time his shit to the second. That's pretty impressive. Next match on the card here, Triple J.
Yes, we're gonna stay with tag teams, but this is a traditional tag team match. You got the AOP. Big fans of the Waffle House, so automatically I'm on their side, taking on the Bar. And we alluded to this. This really comes down to the managers, and I don't think there's any contest whenever you look at Drake Maverick versus the Big Show.
Yeah, and the thing about this match, unlike the last match where there's going to be a bunch of unlicensed managers at ringside, Big Show and Drake Maverick both have their manager license. And here we go. This is the match of the night when it comes to managers. Who do you trust more, Big Show or Drake Maverick? I'm going Super Survivor Series, Drake Maverick. The British are very smart, Wired.
They are smart, but you know what? Triple J hit the nail right on the head. Maybe that works. That's how it works. Anyway, AOP, huge Waffle House fans. Gotta love
right on the turtle head. You mean?
And then you know what? You can't trust the bar because one, I mean, they don't like breakfast. They don't eat at the Waffle House. They don't eat like pancakes. Like this.
They do. No, I good friends of the show, Sheamus and Cesaro. I know for a fact love the Waffle House.
Well, I am picking AOP just because they're just
You're picking them even though the Big Show is on the other side of the ring. Going to be staring them down.
Well, he's not in the match.
I know, but he's a very imposing force on the outside.
They're not going to be paying attention to him. They got the bar. They're going to be the AOP's going to be focused on the bar.
Do you think this past week Drake Maverick was just the only thing they were training on was focus? And just, wearing blinders, only focusing on what's going on in the ring.
I have a feeling that Drake Maverick was telling them, focus on what's going inside because I'm going to take care of business on the outside. Drake Maverick's so much quicker than Big Show. I think he could cause a distraction. If Big Show can't cause a distraction, everybody's looking at him the whole time.
The Big Show is a distraction. What do you mean?
Everybody's looking at him the whole time. He's not gonna get the referee to look away. I don't know. I like Drake. He's sneakier. Drake Maverick.
I don't know. I'm going with friends of the show. The bar.
Trash Survivor Series or Super Survivor Series.
I'm going with
this one's going to be super.
I'm going with Trash Fiber Series.
Why is that, Doctor?
As the Big Show's in it.
But you can change your mind during the match because of that as well.
Well, I mean, we already know what the Big Show is. We can't trust the Big Show. He's going to either betray the bar or not betray the bar. He's going to betray someone. There's going to be tears.
No, I think the Big Show's done turning. I think this was really the last one.
Really?
I do.
What leads you to believe that?
I know.
I think he's due.
He can't help but turn. I have a feeling the Big Show's going to choke slam the bar and help the AOP win.
What's going to happen next? The Big Show turn or the Big Show crying?
That's like chicken and egg shit right there. I don't know. I love Dr. Calzones.
I'm so done with it. We're 2 matches in and there's more shit to be dealing with.
The scatological survivors, the scatological series. Something to be said. The Moose complaining about shit all the time is irritating, but I kind of enjoying Dr. Calzones straight up just talking shit about everything. This is getting fun. Let's see what he's got for the next match, which is definitely a Super Survivor Series match, Triple J.
This is a Super Survivor Series match. Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali.
Yes! I mean, you want to talk about...
You would be best suited to preview this match and hype it.
And you might be only suited to preview.
This match is so... This is a shit your pants type match. This is going to be that good.
Which one's on SmackDown?
Neither. They're both on 205 Live.
Oh my god, the confusion's still here.
And this is for the Cruiserweight Championship of the world held by Buddy Murphy. Mustafa Ali, I mean, he exhausted himself so much in his matches for a while that Drake Maverick had to give him time off due to exhaustion. Whoever is put on the shelf due to exhaustion, but that's how hard Mustafa Ali goes, and he didn't want to go on the shelf. Meanwhile, Buddy Murphy wins the 205 Live Cruiserweight title, and Mustafa Ali comes back into action, gets big wins over Hideo Itami and Tony Nese, and boom, here we got it. We got the soul of 205 Live, who's got magical lights that come out of his palms against
Cedric Alexander?
Mustafa Ali. Against the biggest 205-fiver I've ever seen. Buddy Murphy on Fight Night is really, I think, 305. He's all muscle, too. Totally jacked. This is going to be amazing.
I saw the weigh-in, Long Island. Did you see the weigh-in?
Yeah, it got violent. That escalated quickly. Yeah.
None of them weighed 204.
Yeah. Buddy Murphy came in at 204 exactly.
Eddie Murphy.
204.
So... Buddy Murphy, but on Fight Night, he's really 305 is what I'm saying, because, they don't weigh him on Fight Night. Trash Survivor Series or Super Survivor Series, Doctor?
I'm going with Trash Survivor Series. If you give the belt to someone called Buddy, it's already done.
Full disclosure, I want you guys to know. I have in the background. I have NXT Takeover playing again, and now the Doctor decides to pay attention. Now he's paying attention.
The Lakers aren't playing.
Yeah, the game's
Dr. Calzones, wait, for the record, Dr. Calzones was watching the Laker game on his phone at NXT War Games today, right?
The most expensive Laker game you could ever go to. I'll tell you that much. Did not actually be there.
No, I don't know about that. I think a Laker game probably costs more than a takeover.
Oh, for sure.
But at least you're at a Laker game at that point.
I was at the Staples Center. I'm 50% there.
It's kind of like saying you've been to a Laker game.
It was like I was in a virtual VR room and just watching the Lakers.
It's like buying one of those Golden State Warriors tickets.
Let's talk about another champion versus champion match.
We're talking team sports, Triple J.
Well, there's some singles matches on the card.
Okay.
As well.
Does traditional Survivor Series rules on this one?
No titles are on the line in this one, but you got Rollins versus Nakamura. Long Island, if you, in one word, if you had to describe Nakamura's mindset going in to Super Survivor Series, what would that one word be?
I'd say he is obsessed right now. He is obsessed, Triple J.
That's probably accurate.
And who could it be? Look at that giant schnozola on that rat-faced scumbag. And I mean, this is the biggest target Nakamura's ever had for a knee to a face. I am not excited for any move more than the knee to that big rat nose of Seth Rollins. I'm obsessed with this match.
He could probably miss the Kinshasa and still connect with Rollins' nose.
It really doesn't even have to aim for this one. This is Nakamura all the way. Easy victory for one of the fifth longest reigning U.S. champion of all time.
Dr. Calzones, this has to be super for you, right? You're not.
Oh, this is definitely Trash Survivor Series for sure.
What?
One is a rat face. One's a
Rollins
rat-faced piece of trash. All right, so that already completes the Trash Survivor Series. Then we got Nakamura. Is he still low blowing people? That was the last time I started watching. You still low blowing everybody?
Oh my god!
A lot has happened since WrestleMania, Doctor.
Well, I don't know. Anybody that has to kick anyone in the balls like Bobby Hill is a piece of shit.
You know Nakamura. Do you think Nakamura ever ran into Cotton Hill, or at least Nakamura's granddaddy?
You'd probably be like, I killed about 50 of you.
Definitely Super Survivor Series.
Nakamura was the reason you went to the baseball field in New York City.
Yeah, but he wasn't low blowing anybody.
Well, he's not low blowing anymore.
I don't know. Last time I saw he was.
WrestleMania.
I mean, Seth Rollins' nose does hang pretty low. Does that count as a low blow?
As long as he ain't swinging up.
Do we talk at all about the X Factor in this whole thing, which is Dean Ambrose, at all?
Oh,
do you think
he's
he
not
gets
in the match? Well, why would
that's
he
why I
factor?
said he gets involved.
He's
Or he's just
probably
gonna be chilling
outside
back
standing
on
by
top
a...
of
No, I mean, I think Seth Rollins, when he's laid out in the ring after getting knee to face, Dean Ambrose might show up and pick up the carcass.
Long out.
I mean,
Yeah,
Need a knee right in the face.
What's the low there in Los Angeles? Is Dean Ambrose going to have to be
Temperature-wise?
standing outside? Yes. Is he going to have to be standing
That's about
outside by a
84.
burn barrel whenever the sun goes down?
No, I mean if you're sitting by a burn barrel in LA, you're having some other. We have enough burning out here right now. We don't need more burning barrels.
I'm sorry to bring that up, Lard.
There are a lot of burning barrels not far from the Staples Center. I mean, you could just go to Skid Row.
If you're standing by a burning barrel, Seth Rollins is probably the least of your concerns.
Or if you're
he'd be mine. I'm running into the fire if Seth Rollins is near me. At least I know the fire's going to burn me right face to face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do you think they would exclude the "Burn It Down" from his song and just instead?
Tear it down.
Beep it down.
It's just.
Lard, you're right. That
I would think that's a little insensitive at this point.
people that don't watch wrestling would be.
If they made Apollo Crews change his name for a couple weeks, I think we could eliminate "Burn It Down."
That's the biggest question besides Trash Survivor Series or Super Survivor Series. Will Seth Rollins burn it down in LA, and will he be arrested immediately? Hopefully. Arson's like the most serious crime you could commit in California right now.
Did I pick a winner? I don't even think I picked a winner. We're all picking Shinsuke, right?
Yeah, we're all good.
I'm picking none. I'm picking DQ.
But I do predict that Seth Rollins will be in the main event somehow, some way, shape, or form. I'm sure.
No, he's
The
not
main
there.
event? How's he going to face Ronda Rousey? He's a man.
Yeah.
Wired, we're not on the main event. Just hold up a little bit, but I do want to talk some women's action here. I mean, do you guys even want to predict this? This is an incomplete match here. And, of course, I'm talking
How much does that bug you?
the women's traditional Survivor Series elimination match on this one.
Is it fair that Paige hasn't announced her fifth person yet? Is that even fair?
I mean, I'll equate this to the World Series when no one was announcing their starting pitchers until the second inning. But I mean, she had a tough decision to make. Charlotte was pulled for obvious reasons that we'll get into later. I think it's fair because one of the girls from Raw caused all this turmoil. So yeah, just hold off until the very end, until the last second.
Was Nia Jax's punch legit? Did she do it on purpose? Did she try to take out Becky Lynch, Triple J?
It ain't ballet.
How about you, Dr. Calzones? Do you think it was on purpose in your medical opinion?
Oh, of course. I mean, if you can get rid of, you try to knock out as many SmackDown people as you can.
I mean, I can't put that much knowledge on Nia Jax's hands. Triple J, you got to admit, though, I mean, Nia Jax, as strong as she is not the sharpest tool in the shed. You can't imagine that she's if I punch Becky in the face and break her nose and give her a concussion, then they're going to pull Charlotte and make her face Ronda, and then I'm going to have to not face Charlotte at the Survivor Series.
I mean, she should have been swinging like that in all those championship matches where she came forward.
Right?
Well, it's yeah, I guess. Well, it was kind of a sucker punch. This SmackDown mystery woman, who's it going to be now that Charlotte's out of the picture? Charlotte was never actually on the team officially. Who's your prediction, Triple J?
I mean, I'm trying to think in my head right now who they got. They got Mandy over there. You got Lana. Which other Smack? You got both Iconics, but I don't see that only one of them would be in the match.
I wish it would be an Iconic.
You know, unless perhaps Naomi slipped on a banana peel backstage and the cameras caught her up.
That was me.
Face down on the floor, and two slots were open. But I mean, that other Raw side, Ruby Riott and Natalya, they can't get along. But even if Raw just brought out Tamina, Nia Jax, and Mickie James, they would have a really good shot at just, winning the whole thing. With
that woman's right that Nia's got, I would just say Nia could beat all five of them alone with that thing.
Long Allen, you bring up the best possible scenario ever. And if you notice on this picture on the new WWE.com, I'm telling you that
shadow is shaped kind of like military. Right. Yeah. Far right,
all the way to the right.
Yeah,
it's a woman's right.
Yeah, but
it's shot up tomorrow at Survivor Series.
The silhouette of a hat.
It's like the silhouette. It looks like it's the silhouette of like a military person.
No, that's Alex Wright.
It looks like cousin
Alex Riley.
No, what you guys
like cousin
Alexa Riley is what it is.
What you guys need to do is find the opposite of Alex Riley, but the female version, and then just copy by a silhouette.
Would that be Dana Brooke?
I don't know who's.
No, Dana Brooke's on Raw.
Who's silhouette? Silhouette is it?
Would you? Okay, is your money on an NXT person or a legend like Lita or Trish Stratus?
No.
I would say neither. I think it's going to be someone from the SmackDown roster. But if you're making me pick, I think I'd go legend on this one. I mean,
Nita Strauss?
They should have. Probably not. They should reach out to Michelle McCool. But
she's the only one who can make these teams even. That's a good call.
That silhouette is far too short to be.
I don't.
What would you do if the chick that's sang the NXT Takeover theme? What's her name? Nita. What's
Strauss?
Well, she played guitar. Lizzie.
If she just suited up and walked into this match.
I mean, if Nita or Lizzie Hale, one of them suited up. I would be.
We would not see you for the next 3 weeks, I would think, at that point.
I would be happy, but again, they're not trained
You'd be happy.
athletes, so I don't think I'd want them to get tagged in.
Doctor,
well-being.
Doctor, this match. Oh, no, Alundra Blaze? No. I doubt Alundra Blaze shows up. But Doctor, Trash Survivor Series or Super Survivor Series?
I'm going with
Why are we asking them?
I'm going with Trash Survivor Series.
What? Who's trashing this? This is great. Mystery
I mean,
Woman.
most of them.
Most of them are pretty much true.
Who is that? What's that Neidhart one?
Why is Carmella the tallest one in this picture, by the way? I don't
Jimmy
know.
Snuka's in this.
How is Natty and Ruby Riott? How are they going to get along? Ruby Riott broke her dad's sunglasses.
That was great. Wait, that's the other question we have to ask them. What kind of chaos is the Riot Squad going to have?
You mean minor inconvenience?
Oh my, so much.
Do you think they're going to unplug the ice machine on the main concourse?
Oh, I fully expect the tag ropes to be tied together when they get to the ring.
I think they're gonna. I think I heard somebody talking about how they were gonna switch the Slurpee machines out.
I could see.
When you order cherry, you're gonna get blueberry.
I could see Asuka getting gum in her hair in this one.
I would think it would take her a long time to figure out that that's actually there.
They might like change Naomi's black light to just like a white light.
I've heard that they planned on putting thumbtacks in Carmella's shoes for when she moonwalks.
I've seen that before, and gets people into big trouble.
Very serious offense.
I mean, this
I
one
heard
here,
the last one I heard is a caps lock. They're locking somebody's caps lock on.
It's an incomplete match right now, but I'm still going to say Team Raw for this one.
No way.
Team Raw the last 2 times. Who won last year?
Oscar.
Oh yeah, so it was SmackDown last year.
one.
No, it was Raw.
It was Team
She
Oscar.
was on Raw.
I'm going with
I'm
Team
going
Asuka
Team
again.
I'm going
Yeah.
Team SmackDown. I think Carmella. I'm going to even go as far as to say Carmella's going to be the sole survivor. No.
Well, I definitely think it's Super Survivor Series. Anytime you got a mystery woman, this is going to be amazing, Triple J. What's our next match?
There is good intrigue there. Let's go to the men's side. This is really Team Raw versus Samoa Joe on this one. And even though Samoa Joe could possibly defeat 5 men, Long Island, I got to go back to you of which team can super kick the best. And only one team has Dolph Ziggler on it, so I'm picking Team Raw on this one.
Yeah, but one team has the best in the world. Triple J, you're forgetting about Shane McMahon, the best in the world.
What's better, the best super kicker or the best in the world?
Well, the best in the world can super kick. See,
But he's not the best super kicker.
Since Crown Jewel, Shane McMahon's been working on his super kick, and now that. I wouldn't be surprised to see The Miz bust out a super kick in this. I think all the SmackDown guys are going to be they're going to have to do moves we've never seen before if they're going to win this match. I mean, goddamn, it's a size difference. I mean, when Samoa Joe looks tiny in comparison to even Finn Balor in this picture, at least on the WWE.com.
I'm going to name you a couple things that I expect to see in this match.
Super kicks.
Jeff Hardy is going to fall off of something very, very tall.
I think he falls off Braun Strowman.
He's falling off the Luke Robitaille statue outside.
Someone on Team Raw is going to get counted out.
It's going to be very loud theme music.
Leo Rush
is going to get put through a table.
No one can catch Leo Rush. Come on. The guy cannot be caught. He's agile. He's too fast. He's going to be running around. How are they going to catch him? You can't catch him. He's Leo Rush. He's 23-year-old piece of gold. Yeah. Come on, Triple J. No one's catching Leo Rush.
Why are you sounding like an African-American Chris Jericho?
You mean Chris?
Oh, baby, yeah.
You haven't been watching Leo Rush on Raw, have you?
No, I don't watch wrestling.
He's like Chris Tucker if Chris Tucker were squeakier.
Oh, hell yeah. Like Money Talks?
Yeah.
No, like Rush Hour.
No, he's like Fifth Element Chris Tucker.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Okay, I might be in for that.
That's why I'm picking Team Raw. They've got Fifth Element Chris Tucker, and they've got Bobby Lashley posing. I'm going with Team Raw. I mean, look at Raw. Look what Raw's got. They've got a monster. They've got super kicks. They've got posing. They've got Chris Tucker.
Sunglasses.
No, honest question. With with what happened on SmackDown that we're going to get into in a little bit, would you not find a way to fit AJ Styles into this match for Team SmackDown?
How?
Well,
the
team was named.
Team was named.
What happened that we're going?
Well, Daniel Bryan was on this team too, and look what happened.
He's trash.
He got taken over by Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy earned his spot. He beat Chon Chon.
You know why? And why AJ Styles would have been a very logical fit for this team. But look at the captain on the team. That tells you everything you need to know right there.
Yeah, sure. The Miz, right? That's the captain.
Yes,
he almost won that tournament by himself. Triple J.
Wait, Triple J, are you rooting against SmackDown openly because The Miz is the captain?
No, I'm not rooting against SmackDown, but I don't think they're going to win.
I mean, I don't see how
this match in the last 2 years either.
This is just a really poor job of putting a team together, I gotta say.
It's not a poor job.
Why? None of these guys are bad, but I'm just saying the size differential is just staggering.
Oh, dude, we have a guy who's the best in the world. We have a musician. We have Samoa Joe. We have an A-list celebrity, and they have a paisa. Dude, they're gonna whoop ass.
He's from San Diego.
Why are you calling Samoa Joe a paisa?
No, I said Samoa.
I mean, in Huntington Beach, he does stick out like a sore thumb. I'm not gonna lie.
Looks like M. Belly.
Do you think Rey Mysterio is going to have to don a large trench coat, with somebody else underneath him to square up with Team Raw?
Yeah, Rey Mysterio is going to be all business, I think.
They should have just overhauled this team. You keep Joe, you bring in the Viper, you bring in AJ Styles. I think if I was the captain, I think I'd just sit it out. I would replace myself.
Forfeit the captaincy. This is what you do.
You can still be a captain, just not in a wrestling role.
This is what you do if you're the Miz. You tell Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio, okay, you two, Rey, get on his shoulders. Then you wrap them up in medical bandages, and you say, "This is the Yeti. It's our fifth man." And then you bring in AJ Styles. That way, you equal up the size difference here a little bit. They need to combine Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio somehow.
And then the Miz doesn't even consider Randy Orton for a second. I don't understand that at all.
Would you? Why would you? He can RKO anybody. He'll RKO his own teammates.
He's the ultimate survivor, also.
That's true, but would you want to win a Survivor Series if your own teammate was the one who eliminated you?
Yes.
Whatever. Winner.
You can't trust Randy
Orton. Yes, I would.
You don't know what side he's on.
He's on the side of Randy Orton, and Randy Orton's
it could be either Raw or SmackDown.
I can't wait for Raw to win and Stephanie to come out and pose with Bobby Lashley in victory.
I do feel like SmackDown Live is kind of like the Pittsburgh Pirates, where they had all these resources but refused to use them.
That's a good comparison. It's really
in
good.
This instant,
go McMahon's wallet.
Had all these resources and just you're like, no, we're just going to put up this team. It's fine. We're going to move on.
Yeah.
That's what's happened. That's what happens whenever you put those types of people in charge.
People just need to stop going to SmackDown. If you want to see a change, stop watching, stop going, and maybe the club will do something here. But the better team is Raw for sure.
Yes, it is. Okay, guys, I got to keep us going here. Women's champion versus champion, of course, non-title. Ronda Rousey
main event
versus Charlotte Flair.
This is
the giving you a question there.
This is just so much happened.
Trash Survivor Series or Super Survivor Series, Triple J? Give me your answer, and I'll tell you the right answer.
Okay, it's super. It's still
wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Try again.
Well, there's only one other option. It's trash.
Nope, you're wrong again. This is WrestleMania. That's what this is. This is
5 days build up. You're calling this WrestleMania.
This is the WrestleMania main event. This is what I paid. I paid all that money this week to go to WrestleMania, and they're giving me a preview of it right now. Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair. That's the main event of WrestleMania 35. It's the main event of Survivor Series.
Shut off the tape.
Turn it all off. That's it, and this is going to be the match of the year, the match of the century, the match of all time. Biggest wrestling match there has ever been, and it's happening in Los Angeles, and you're going to be there, Wired.
I am going to be there, Long Island, and And I can't imagine how your FOMO is kicking in right now. Like, tell me, like, what level is it at right now?
I'm not missing out. I'm watching it live on the WWE Network. Best seat in the house.
Me too.
See, the thing about it, Wired, is you're going to be there at Staples Center watching, but I'm going to be watching on the network, and I'm going to get all the really quick zoom ins and outs of all the action from the cameraman. It's the best. I feel like I'm right in the ring with him.
Long Island, I mean, we can't talk about this match. We're talking about what kind of transpired over the week, and it's unfortunate because this is probably one of the best builds up. If you go on Twitter right now, Becky Lynch's Twitter location is Ronnie's head. It's great. This was one of the best build-ups to a match, and unfortunately, Nia Jax can't win championships and doesn't know how to keep a main event together, even when she's not in it.
Did Becky Lynch somehow, by getting knocked out and missing this match and being as over like Rover as she is, did she somehow steal the WrestleMania main event from Charlotte? Is she going to face Ronda Rousey? Is she all of a sudden the big draw at WrestleMania 35, Triple J?
Well, I mean, it's possible. They did not strip her of the title. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not sure how long it takes for a broken face to heal. I don't have that type of knowledge.
Dr. Calzonas, you have that kind of knowledge.
What is it, a broken face or is it I thought it was a concussion.
Both?
So what is it, a broken nose and a severe concussion?
Oh, man, if Kobe Bryant can play like a whole bunch of games with the face mask, Becky should be back like in a couple weeks.
I mean, with that
Black Mamba Becky?
If she has that Mamba mentality, she'll be back.
I mean, I've seen a lot of women with busted faces that have never healed. But this is a broken face. Is there any way that the Lake of Reincarnation could help her with this, Long Island?
I don't know. I don't know if that's going to help. That Nia Jax right hand, that'll send you to wherever the fuck Bray Wyatt is right now. That thing. I don't know if there's anything coming back from that. But now let's talk about the match: Ronda and Charlotte, main event of main events. Biggest match in history, no title on the line, which I really don't care because you put them in the ring, it's the biggest thing ever. But 5 days, whose advantage is this? Is this Ronda's? Is it Charlotte's because she's the one who I don't know, maybe was preparing to be an alternate the whole time? I don't know what her mentality was. Is there an advantage at all, Wired?
I think the advantage goes slightly towards Charlotte only because Ronda was focused on facing one individual, whereas Charlotte, if she was going to still be in that SmackDown women's match, was planning on facing 5 individuals. So she had
or no one at all. Charlotte turned down the captaincy.
Yeah, and she didn't know who was going to be on the team until Monday.
Yeah, so she doesn't have to change her mindset so much as Ronda does.
I think Charlotte has a slight edge, mostly because she's a professional wrestler. She's got all the tools. She can adapt to any style.
But does she have it, Triple J?
Yes, she has it.
Well, they're both pro wrestlers, but I think what you're saying, Triple J, is that she's more well-rounded in the art of professional wrestling.
And we're out of time, folks.
That's the main event, right? It's all over. No.
I definitely agree with you, though. Charlotte is definitely well-rounded in many areas of her profession.
She's definitely more well-rounded, but Ronda's so violent with the judo throws and the submissions. Arms and legs are before it was all about arms, but now legs are involved and moonsaults.
Yeah, how does that work? Those long, lanky limbs of Charlotte, does that help or hinder someone with a style like Ronda?
I think that helps Ronda more to grab onto. But what about Ronda's arm? Do you think she's still feeling the effects from the attack on Monday Night Raw, Triple J?
Absolutely. Becky Lynch did a
I'm feeling the effects from that attack on. I think the attack on Monday was more violent and crazy than Under Siege Dark Territory last year.
You might be right, Long Island. I mean, that was... I think that was horrible. I mean, that was just bad. Did you want any part to do with the Raw roster after that? After you saw what happened?
No, and if I was in the crowd, I would have looked for the exits and hauled ass as soon as I saw Becky Lynch in the locker room. That was scary.
Would you have just been yelling fire?
Yeah, I would have been. Get the fuck out of here!
Jay, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, you gotta watch out.
Again, I wasn't smart enough.
Thinking, yeah.
Thank you.
I think we can all kind of say, Doctor, you're trash Survivor Series.
Oh, this
I'm
is
sure.
definitely
Yeah, okay.
trash Survivor
I'm not even
Series.
going to ask anymore.
How can you say that, Doctor? What? It's WrestleMania.
Come on, we were supposed to see the first ever intergender mixed match in the last 20 years when it was Ronda versus the Man. And now we just gonna see Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair.
I think you're confused. This wasn't an Andy Kaufman situation, Doctor. Who told
What do
you
you mean?
that?
It's Ronda Rousey versus the Man.
Yeah, I don't think
Like, can you tell me, like,
That's-
what am I getting wrong? Is it
the Man is the Becky.
the Man
Figure
is
of
man?
speech.
Who said
Who
who
you
goes
got
around saying
winning?
they're the Man? And they're not.
Who you got winning, Doctor?
I don't give a fuck.
How about you, Triple J?
I'm going Charlotte with this one.
Wired?
I'm going. I'm going Ronda. I couldn't do it. I want Charlotte, but I'm going Ronda.
I want Charlotte, and I'm going Charlotte. I think Ronda's feeling the effects of that arm. Charlotte's a pro. She's going to attack it. Charlotte all the way. But I want to be surprised to see the Man get involved somehow. She's got a broken face, but she could still walk and break arms, I think.
Always.
I don't think she's going to be in the building.
You don't?
That's my call. I
I
don't
think
think
she
so.
will. I wouldn't be surprised if Becky Lynch came out and bitch slapped Brock Lesnar. I could see that happen.
Well, now you know where we're going next. It is not going to be a rematch of Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles because AJ Styles.
But wait, I turned off SmackDown 5 minutes early, thinking that everything was fine. What are you talking about?
Even I finished SmackDown this week, Wired. You can't.
When did
get
you
me
finish
with
it?
that.
When did you finish it? This
I
morning?
actually finished it Wednesday.
Don't act like that's a proud moment for me.
It is for me.
I finished SmackDown from Tuesday on Wednesday.
Wednesday's only one day after Tuesday in my book.
I think that's most
Everybody-
books, but congratulations, Triple J.
We got Brock Lesnar taking on the new champion, Daniel Bryan, impromptu WWE champion match. The referee was distracted, and Daniel Bryan clearly hit AJ on the inner thigh, and got the 1, 2, 3.
So I think we all learned that Shinsuke softened AJ up so much that that was the straw that broke the camel's cock,
balls.
and Daniel Bryan is now the champion. Daniel Bryan is he's mean mugging in his picture.
He's vicious. Those kicks afterwards. That's something you see in a bingo hall or an
Daniel
armory.
Bryan, asshole or just a really tough competitor, Triple J?
Asshole.
I think just a tough competitor.
Trash.
Should we boo Daniel Bryan, Wired?
I mean, after what he did to AJ Styles, how can you not? It was uncalled for.
Yeah, but
Already
he
won
still
the match.
But he still told us to all follow our dreams and fight for our dreams, and our dreams will fight for us. So
His dream was to win the WWE Championship. His dreams came true.
So you're saying I should fight for my dreams in any way which possible, meaning cheat, lie, steal.
A great man said that once.
Even
You know,
Brie Bella on Twitter
Don't compare him to
said,
I'm all for fighting your
"Congratulations, I'm proud of you."
I'm all for fighting for your dreams, but a small Austrian man had some dreams back in the 1920s and 30s, a long time ago, when he was hanging out in Germany. So I don't know. I feel like I'm booing Daniel Bryan, and I think he could get F5'd, and I think we might see the most revolutions on an F5 ever whenever he gets thrown into the air.
I'm hoping to hear a retirement speech on Tuesday
From who?
from fucking Goatface.
Doctor, you don't know what's going on in wrestling right now. Are we calling Daniel Bryan Tony Hawk at the end of this match?
Tony Hawk?
Tony Hawk.
Yeah, he's going to be doing a
Video
900.
games.
I mean, that's just...
I don't get it.
I get that one.
I don't get it. I mean, I know what Tony Hawk did. I don't get it. What?
On
He's
paper,
gonna be fucking sick.
He's gonna be F5 to death.
on paper, look at how Daniel Bryan matches or mismatches up with Brock Lesnar. He's not that much smaller than AJ Styles. AJ Styles, he took Brock Lesnar to the limit. This is the match. Daniel Bryan said if he ever came back, and he's back, this is the match that he wanted. He's got it. I think that these two could fight 100 times, and granted, Brock Lesnar would win 99 of them, but I think this Sunday may be the one. where Daniel Bryan defeats Brock Lesnar. But I'm not ready to put money down on that yet.
You never bet against Brock Lesnar. Come on.
I'm thinking strongly about it.
Triple J's gonna go first, and then I'm just gonna. If he
do you want to do that with Vin Man not here, Triple J?
Do you want to wait? If I go all or nothing, double or nothing on picking Daniel Bryan, I could win all the money back that I lost betting against
Triple J. I don't think you understand the concept of double or nothing. You have to win the first bet, don't you, or something?
I win small bets.
No, so when Triple J, here's my advice: pick Brock now, and if you're gonna do the unthinkable and pick against him, wait till we do the mock show of BBR in a week when Vin Man thinks it's on Thanksgiving, and we bring him in and we act like we're predicting the show and it hasn't happened yet.
Okay,
then you can do it.
I can put that down.
After SmackDown Live, I texted Doctor. Well, he was busy with patients, and I told him to not go on the new WWE.com until after Survivor Series because I knew how much this would irk him, how much he would hate this. And his first text back was, "Daniel Bryan won the title, didn't he?" So
I already watched the show.
Yeah, Doctor. I don't want to ask you what you think it's going to be, but just give us something.
I don't want to go too much into this because
you don't want to go to Survivor Series anymore.
It's going to be like a 30-minute rant.
Doctor,
time, right?
Doctor, I just want to know. I know you'll be wearing your Daniel Bryan T-shirt. Will you be wearing phone fingers?
I'm not wearing anything. Daniel Bryan. I'm not wearing any ghost face or whatever goat face shit. This is Trash Survivor Series.
So, is there anything positive about Trash Survivor Series? Just quick.
Nope.
So, what T-shirt will you?
Nothing. I'm wearing no shirt. I'm gonna walk around there with no T-shirt.
Red blue, Doctor.
Are you gonna paint a shirt on?
Yeah.
You should paint a Kobe jersey on.
Just walk around. That's my opinion about Trash Survivor Series.
So what time does the game start?
Just give away my ticket.
Well, then, who you got, Wired? You're going Brock?
No, you know what? I am some way, shape, or form. I don't know how, but I think Daniel Bryan's coming out victorious in this match.
Survivor Series is not kind to Brock Lesnar. I think we have all learned that a couple times. Last year he won, but the year before that, yikes.
He didn't even break a sweat and lost. That's not good.
Was he a bigger favorite in that or this match? The Goldberg Survivor Series match or the Daniel Bryan match?
I think the Daniel Bryan match.
No, we placed him as a bigger favorite in the Goldberg match. We all thought Goldberg was done.
Did we?
Yeah, because he couldn't even get out. He couldn't even pick up his son from the crowd. Of course,
it's rare that I bet against Brock Lesnar. I think
I don't know if Mark Henry could have picked up Goldberg's son, but fun fat kid jokes. So Daniel Bryan's a big underdog. Goldberg was a big underdog. The main difference is, though, Goldberg is a good wrestler, so I'm picking Brock Lesnar.
Who wants a Survivor Series ticket?
I got one.
I got one, and she left me. No, Daniel Bryan's a great wrestler, but come on, this is more than David Goliath. This is David versus.
It's a mismatch on paper, but did you
last year was
the way he was
just
kicking AJ Styles in the head? If he can just get Brock Lesnar down to the mat and do that same thing.
AJ Styles doesn't have neck issues or concussion issues, and AJ Styles could.
He's gonna have to kick Brock in the balls.
Wrestling
He's
is
gonna have to kick him in his diverticulitis.
No, you can't just look at a piece of paper and say I know who's gonna win. There's a lot that goes involved, and this is a Daniel Bryan that we have not seen ever.
I've seen it
almost ever.
Daniel Bryan's gonna have to shove a bunch of liver and onions down Brock Lesnar's throat to I don't know, get his diverticulitis going, and then that he'll have a chance. Then punch him in the gut a couple times and you might win.
Give him one of those vegan burgers. I'm sure that'll fuck him up.
My mama said Daniel Bryan's gonna lose.
Daniel Bryan can eat all the impossible burgers he wants.
They'll give him a rare steak instead of a medium well. And then
Brock's going hunting, and he's hunting goat.
With everything we heard Ronda say about avocado toast, do you think she'll have a match with Daniel Bryan?
They're different weight class. I think Ronda's a little higher.
But they're both ladies. so it's okay.
Maybe whenever they have that Ronda versus the Man match, we'll finally see it.
That is, and so overall the card, Super Survivor Series or Trash Survivor Series, Triple J?
For me, it's Super still.
Wired?
Super.
Dr. Calzones?
It's actually super
Really?
Trash Survivor. Yeah, super Trash Survivor Series.
Now that he thinks about it.
Well, I'm going to call it Super Survivor Series, and that's the card, Brainiacs. Tweet it, read it, tout it, shout it, be all about it, at the Brainbusters on Twitter, Instagram Junior, Facebook, and BrainbusterRadio.com. That is going to be one hellacious night, and it's, well, just hours. It's tonight, because we're into midnight as of this live on-tape show. So, Triple J, I know you got to get out of here, because you're tired, and you've got the shits, and you didn't watch NXT, and we're about to talk NXT for a couple minutes.
Then let me hit the dusty trail, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Anything else to say before you're out of here? Like, what kind? Are you using 2-ply? Is that Charmin?
I don't know the brand name. I'll always 2-ply.
How many kilobytes per second right now is your download? Just curious.
I don't know. I mean, whenever I flushed, I definitely saw the lights flicker. Apparently, so I better go while I still have juice.
Yeah, Triple J uses all of his bandwidth for when he's dropping a twosie. All right, thank you, Triple J. Enjoy Survivor Series.
I will listen to the show later on.
Triple J eliminated
Finally.
That's great.
from the Super Survivor Series.
All right,
He didn't have it.
so Long Island, I haven't really said much
He didn't
because
have
this is on NXT, but this is. I mean, the doctor's actually paying attention to NXT TakeOver.
Yeah, it's either pay attention to NXT or pay attention to you guys. I mean, it's fucking...
I can't deal with this man right now, man. I tell you. I mean, can you move back?
Now, Dr. Calzones, you're a big Adam Cole baby fan. So you had to have enjoyed him at War Games.
Oh yeah, by the time that match started, the Laker game was pretty much over. So I got to really enjoy that War Games. That was probably the only match I was looking forward to.
Weren't you interested in any of the injuries we saw tonight, and you're giving them medical evaluations at least?
Gee, I'm shocked that Ricochet didn't die.
So, yeah, what happened there? That was a double backflip, and he landed on his neck on men, but then they propelled him to land flat on his back, so that was safe. What are you risking when you do those?
Oh, there you go, please.
Being in a wheelchair forever. Fucking talking like, what's that scientist guy's name?
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, beep boop, beep boop. Fucking
Beep boop, beep boop.
talking like a robot for the rest of your life. Fucking Bender.
What about that vertical suplex from the inside of the ring to the outside by the Velveteen on Tommaso? That was, I've never seen something like that before.
Where they both flipped over, and then Tommaso...
Yeah, it's like a suplex.
And yeah, that was wild. And then, I think Velveteen had him, but he got too crazy with that elbow he wanted to land on the apron. He got lured into that easily. That was the youth coming into play there. That was a more experienced guy winning the match. But Velveteen Dream, was he the most popular guy at the Staples Center?
I would 100% agree to that.
Yeah, I would say.
I think people
say
were pulling for him the most.
I was pulling for him from home, if you know what I mean.
Maybe Kyrie, I think, too, might have been number 2.
Yeah, Kyrie Sane had like a nice little crowd
going for her.
And even though she has an empty chest.
I mean, she's pretty full. What?
Well, yeah, with just those gold coins, but no NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah, I don't know what's next for Kyrie. I mean, this is pretty much the rubber match. 2 out of 3 falls and came out without a victory.
Io Shirai, though, dang.
What a freaking moonsault.
Yeah, but didn't really help Kyrie out. Neither did Dakota Kai. If I was Kyrie, I'd give them both some elbows. They kind of screwed things up for her.
You're going to have to walk the plank.
We need to get some walking the plank skits on NXT with Kyrie Sane.
Every time we talk about Kyrie Sane, can we play like some Pirates of the Caribbean in the background?
Sure.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I thought you meant like Yo-Ho, Yo-Ho, A Pirate's Life for me.
Well, we ain't calling nobody Yo-Ho.
You're in charge of the controls there, Doctor. So it's up to you.
Yeah, but I need permission. Before I do anything.
Long Island, how was Morrow's call?
Oh, it was great. We did get a Mama F and Mia tonight.
Yes.
And
my heart. That had been during Velveteen, I had assumed.
Yeah. No, it was during the. It was on the moonsault, the double moonsault.
Okay. Wait, the double moonsault. Oh, the double backflip moonsault.
Yeah, and my heart dropped into my anus, and then it kind of snuck out of my butthole, but then I shoved it back in. Whenever Tommaso Ciampa threw some shit at Mauro Ranallo, I was scared for my favorite announcer's life.
What did he throw at him?
Yeah, like papers and shit. It was very.
So it was a Riot Squad moment for him.
Minor inconvenience, yeah, but it was startling. It was startling.
Fucking paper cuts.
Paper cuts are a serious thing.
Might as well be Edward Scissorhands. It's fucking.
Welcome to NXT. I'm Vic Joseph. Mauro Ranallo will be back in a few weeks. He's recovering from paper cuts he suffered at NXT War Games. And he's on assignment as well. Calling matches for DAZN. Mauro Ranallo was fantastic as usual all night. And they were very upset about the California wildfires. It was cool. They did a Red Cross donation during the broadcast.
Seth Rollins is probably going to shit all over tomorrow, right? Piece of shit.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and at no point did anyone say they're setting the house on fire or anything insensitive like that. Wired.
Thank you. It's a touching subject nowadays. Long Island, did you talk to any other Brainbusters during NXT Takeover? Did Bin Man watch it all? Did Moose the Mark?
I did. Moose the Mark. Internet, you get your like Siskel and Ebert quotes for movies when they come out, like just real quick quote for reviews, like 2 thumbs up or whatever. Moose the Marks was Warbeard Hansen might be the guy.
So he's a big fan of Hansen. What about Rowe?
And he didn't say anything about Rowe. But Vin Man also is a big fan of Warbeard Hansen and said he is a master of the whoopee cushion.
What do you mean? He farts?
No, he did the whoopee cushion. He landed on his ass on a few guys. And Vin Man also gave high praise to the King of the Bros.
Really?
He did. He loves the King of the Bros, although he missed the finish to that match, as did, I think, most people watching that match.
I mean, I saw it live. I was watching, definitely.
Yeah, but if you blinked, you missed it.
No, that is true. If you did blink, you would have missed that. Chris Hero, looking like he got one of those bacon wrapped hot dogs before the match, but outside of Staples.
Yeah, it was the Brover.
Yeah, there was a good amount of bros.
Yeah, NXT Take Brover was pretty good.
Take Brover. Matt Riddle was money, and then you had Johnny Gargano and Aleister Black was just off the hook. Good.
Right now, watching it in silence, and I think this is the 2 of the oh my goodness of the Black Masses right there.
All right, here's an admission. I admittedly tried to bait Moose the Mark into an angry rant, but he didn't take it. I asked Moose, what's worse to you? The fact that SmackDown took their best babyface and turned him heel for no reason, or that NXT did it with Johnny Gargano? He didn't take the bait. He said that Aleister Black's great and he should be the next Drew McIntyre. I don't know what that means, but that's what he said.
He's a chosen one.
Wait, Long Island, you think Daniel Bryan was SmackDown's best babyface?
No, I'm just saying that I was saying that to bait the Moose. Obviously, AJ.
Alan, you're hooking. Long Island, you're hooking a different fish now. You're hooking that wired fish.
That was Melvin.
You're hooking a wired trout right now.
If you guys would just give me the definition of a Melvin, I would sure stop being.
It's a man called Wired.
God.
A man called Melvin coming back, just got back from NXT, and you guys enjoyed it. What would you say? Was it a trash over or takeover?
Doctor?
Honestly, I didn't pay too much attention to it.
Oh my god, this is what I have to deal with for the next 3 goddamn.
The main
days.
event was dope, and the Kyrie Sane match was sick too.
And the title match was pretty good.
There's a title match.
Velveteen versus Tommaso.
Yeah, that was cool.
Well, I wonder if our faces got on television. Long Island, did you see us on television? There was a camera right in our face.
No, I didn't see you on TV. I was watching the Laker game.
Bro, me too. Did you see LeBron?
Yeah, I saw them lose.
Lonzo had 0 points.
Again. 35 minutes, no points. It's great.
Fucking
Well, no Rondo to pass the ball.
Rondo.
Well, Brainiacs.
We got 3 more days of this. We're going to Survivor Series tomorrow. Doctor, your visa might expire by the time we're done with all these shows.
Visa. I came in a caravan, motherfucker.
Just wear a Laker jersey. You'll blend in, Doctor.
As long as it's not red or blue. Please do not wear red or blue tomorrow at the Staples
That
Center.
is our fair warning. Do not wear red. Do
Yes.
not wear blue. Do not
One
wear
last
both.
reminder.
Wear
It's
a
the
different
biggest.
color.
It's the biggest night in team sports, and if you're hurting from War Games earlier tonight, toughen up because Survivor Series is here. It's a Thanksgiving month tradition. Vinman still thinks it's on Thanksgiving. We're gonna have to break the news to
What's
him
he doing
eventually.
tomorrow?
I think he's going for like a hike. He's going to I think he's going to Home Depot. He's gonna maybe do some errands, Bed Bath and
I should
Beyond.
have done that.
Is he boarding up the stairway? Long Island.
He's gonna watch the Laker game. That's what he's gonna do.
Is he getting
Hey,
a
they're
walking
playing
chain for the
Miami.
refrigerator?
They play Miami tomorrow.
In Miami.
A lot of Laker
I'll be
talk
watching
this. A lot of Laker talk this week. Why? Well, it's the ultimate day in team sports. They're the ultimate team, right? So makes sense, Brainiacs. Remember,
one team's always got to lose, right? So why not talk about them all the time?
follow Brainbuster Radio on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get great podcasts. Tell your friends, leave a review, subscribe, and spread the word. Any parting words, Dr. Calzones?
Tomorrow, do not go on the WWE Network. Do not waste your time on Trash Survivor Series.
What?
It's my last words. Laker game's on at 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock Eastern. There you go.
There you go. See, we didn't do false count anywhere here, Wired, because I want you to be fully rested for Survivor Series. That's how good of a teammate I am.
Well, I thank you, man, because it's finally good to actually talk some wrestling positively with somebody, because being next to this guy, I tell you, man.
But it's funny when Dr. Calzones does it. He doesn't mean any of it.
I do. If anyone wants a
Have you
free
seen
ticket, I have a free ticket to Survivor Series.
It's hilarious.
He's prescribing himself antidepressants. He's that mad about this whole thing.
It's so good. He's acting like he hates it. It's so funny. I love it. It's the best. Unlike that asshole Moose the Mark. Speaking of,
It's not a gimmick.
for Moose the Mark, not here complaining on the internet gimmicks. For Vinman, who thinks Survivor Series is on Thanksgiving. For Jumpin' Jacob J, taking a shit, keeping things in order. A man called Wired, the token sultan of this Survivor Series team, the sultan of social media, and Dr. Calzones, who really honestly does love pro wrestling.
And he's watching that.
And Long Island Iced Tea. I'm Long Island Iced Tea saying, I gotta get the hell out of here and survive.